years old. I have anxiety, depression, and eating disorder. When I was 15, 16 years old, my eating disorder kind of took control of my life. At one point, my parents stepped in and said, this isn't normal, so I needed to go get help. It wasn't only the eating disorder that was presenting itself, it was a whole bunch of other symptoms too, just me not being able to cope with life, and a lot of stress and anxiety, and then the depression set in.
ACT is the Adolescent Center for Treatment located at the IWK Health Center, and it's a treatment facility for adolescents experiencing mental health concerns. So Amy was part of our inpatient unit for approximately 4 months, and then she became what's called our transition team. And the importance of that team is that she takes the skills that she has learned while staying with us and tries to transfer them back to her home, community, school, and so on.
Before I got into ACT, I could barely get out of bed. And by being at the ACT program, it structured your life so that you had to partake in these things, and I wanted to get better, so I made myself do the programming even if I wasn't up for it.
So, what's next on the list? Once a week, the parents had to go for what's called a Parent Connect group. A chance for the parents to get together and to compare notes. It really opened our eyes as to how to connect with our kids, to understand what their behavior, how they were presenting, what their behavior was and why, and how we could deal with it.
It's wonderful when an adolescent has such supportive parents because it has such an impact on their treatment. We're trying to find coping strategies for Amy and positive ways that she can deal with her anxiety and depression.
Distracting yourself by using different, maybe it's drawing or listening to music or hanging out with the other kids or talking to staff through the problem that you're having. Just different ways of managing it instead of always taking it out on the negative ways. Allison was my teacher while I was at ACT. And she was the most amazing teacher. Without her, I wouldn't have graduated. It was a huge accomplishment.
Since coming out of the program, I've noticed Amy's matured a lot. She still has all her issues, they still present, but I've noticed a huge difference in the way that she manages them.
But I really just can't stress enough how great the staff was to have like the youth care workers and the psychiatrists and psychologists. They were always there for you no matter what. ACT saved my life, and it also saved my parents as well, and my younger brother as well, because it was hard for him to deal with me going through all this. It kind of gave everyone more support and taught them how to deal with everything that they were going through as well. I feel like it's important for me to speak out about my story and let people know what I went through so that the other kids who were in my spot can reach out for help and not feel like they have to just sit back and kind of have no one to tell.